Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome or welcome back to Ascended Empress Tarot. I'm Stacy. And this is going to be a reading for the week ahead for the energy in regards to love, self, or career. Let's see what Mother Isis wants to say. The theme is for this week. What's the main focus? What's happening in the collectives at this moment? Right. We have Wings of Isis and Initiation. At the bottom, we have Divine Sun Child. So the sun was beautiful out today. This weekend, it was kind of rainy. So it's kind of like making up for the weather. And we got the Knot of Isis, energetic stabilization with the buckle of the beloved. So you guys are stabilizing your energy at this moment, your masculine and your feminine energy, and your wings, if you will. You might have just recently gotten your wings or felt like alive, went through the metamorphosis, which I'm here for. So I didn't do a reading last week, but things are changing in the channel. I do want to apologize for that. I actually almost forgot to mention it. I'm gonna be called to do a little bit more in this channel. It's gonna be obviously the weekly are gonna continue, right? But I'm also gonna be doing the signs. So I'm not so sure how I want to do them. If I want to separate them into earth, air, water, and fire signs, or if I'll do them individually. So we'll see how that goes, but I am being guided to do that from now on. It's gonna be interesting. I'm here for it, you know what I mean? So also I'm gonna be trying to do twin flame readings every so often. So we'll see how it goes. I'm definitely going to be doing a lot more. I was just in a way resting this weekend just to kind of like prepare for the week ahead and the new quantum leap timeline that we're all jumping into. So this is the new things that are coming to the channel. So I appreciate for being here. Thank you for the energy exchange. If you like it, if you subscribe, if you share. But yeah, let's proceed. So the Wings of Isis, it says, united with the angelic self. Again, it feels like you have just come. It feels like you have just come into yourself, into your higher self. And it's almost like buckling down because you're about to, it's almost like saying buckle up because you're about to take a ride, which is amazing. I love that. And it's going to be yet another initiation, a spiritual testing of Ra or Lady Isis. So it feels like you went through it, you passed. Some of you could be passing it as we speak, or, being guided to stay faithful to your path, to your calling, to your higher self, to what you've been guided to do. Divine Sun, right? So blessings from the Sun, Falcon. Amazing. Okay, so a question for you. Have you incorporated a crafting sacred practice? It's a very good thing, especially if you're elevated. So now that you've elevated, have you taken a look into how you cleanse your energy? How often do you do it? How do you have a meditation practice? Do you do grounding rituals or meditations? So all of these things are being called to be established in this new phase, in this new era, in this new season or timeline for you. Magic and ritual, craft and sacred practice. Wow. Okay, so some of you are coming into new gifts, unlocking ancient powers. That's 100% beautiful. We have the High Priestess, the mysteries revealed in the eyes of Isis, and Priestess of Sirius as well. So Lady of the Stars. So you might be someone that's very connected to the stars. If you saw a shooting star recently, that's significant. This message is for you. That's a confirmation that this message is for you. Okay, or if you're just like obviously sun gaze a lot, or feel very connected to the planets, the stars, then this is definitely for you. So I'm gonna go ahead and take, oh, we got the vessel at the bottom. So you're a vessel for the divine. You could also do tarot. You might also channel. So this is it could be for like seers, right? This reading, it could be, or this channel, I feel like it's divine feminine. So whoever feels like they see prophetic dreams, or they see visions, or like you're coming into powers, right? So now it's just like putting them all together and incorporating it into your day-to-day life, or like this new timeline. If you haven't yet, I invite you to the 18 Crow Tarot, my shadow work channel. That over there, I do daily readings, and it'll be like random times where I'll do 2 in a day or 3 in a day, and then I'll take like a day off, or here and there, right? But the energy in that collective, which is ideally the whole collective, it's talking about a new timeline as well. So it's almost like integrating the shadow. It's allowing you to elevate your angelic self. Oh, what's this? Okay, hello. Okay. So I'm going to take an archetype. Oh, the Lover. I'm going to take an archetype for each of these cards and see what comes up, to see like if we get any more messages, right? So, okay. I'm just going to take one for each. Wings of Isis. Perfect. The Threshold. So you're about to, I think you passed the threshold. Not of Isis, the Sustainer, the Self. I'm going to pick the Sustainer. So it feels like you've been able to sustain a lot of energy. And it feels like that was the threshold that you recently passed. You've healed. We got the Mother, the Sustainer. The Mother is connecting to Mother Gaia, connecting to Mother Isis, or connected to your motherly line, the feminine side, divine feminine energy, right? The ascendant Empress energy. So healing something within you that was held so precious, right? Like a pearl after all the pressure or something. So you've been initiated. It feels like you've healed the mother wound. And let's see for Lady of the Stars, the Stone. So you've cultivated your energy as well. How about for the High Priestess, the Thread? It's almost like you're the magic. You've always been able to see, but now you're just connecting the dots of it, right? Let's see for the Magic and Ritual. You've been manifesting. I'm just going to leave the 2 because it's Magic and Ritual. So the magic is your tears, and the ritual is your castle, or vice versa. I kind of flipped it. So vice versa. Who knows? So the magic and ritual, tear and castle, you are someone very emotional. And the magical aspects of you is like, the heavier the emotions you feel, the more you manifest. It's just the way it is. So you've probably had to realize how to be careful of that, how to tame your emotions, how to control them, so you don't manifest wrong. But now it's almost like using it to your advantage. So let's see the Divine Sun Child. By the way, this is all about the self, clearly. The Mask. Ooh, so the illuminating what was underneath. How about the Ancient Power Mysteries? So what I'm getting is that they were forgotten. They were caught in a web, or you were caught in a web. They were forgotten. They were suppressed, dormant. That's the word. They were dormant. So because you've cultivated it for so long, I'm still getting 2. Okay, so the Ancient Powers, Truth and the Forest. So it feels like it came out the more you spent time with yourself, if that resonates with you, the healer. So your healer your healing abilities came on board, and I'm getting chills now. I'm getting chills. So for some of you, for a lot of you actually, you've been working on yourself. You've been working on the way you think about things. It could have been like in your line, like if this was not accepted, if it was taboo, if it was forbidden. Oh, and we got the King of Wands and the King of Pentacles. So you've been transmuting. You've been, oh, and the Emperor. So okay, so there's the definitely masculine energy with the Sun energy, and then just two kings and an Emperor. So you've been transmuting. You've been healing yourself, and yes, coming from the mother wound, it still affects the way you show up, let's say in the self or in money or in confidence. So the way that happens, it also affects our relationships, our commitment to life, to careers. So it feels like after all the suffering you've developed, or through the suffering, you've developed a sacred practice, and you've also been able to reshape yourself, to rebirth yourself. Let's ask about these characters here. Where's my other deck? The new one. Oh my god, guys, I got new decks. I haven't showed you yet. Where's my baby? Hold on. Oh, here it is. It's like underneath. It's underneath the brain of the operation. All right, so let's talk about, we got at the bottom, we got evolution, and I kind of split it on exam. So again, the initiation, it's like for some of you, it could be like an exam that you're passing, or, or you're buckling down because you're about to go through yet another one. So this could be a warning for some of you, and this could be a confirmation for the others, depending on where you're at again. So I'm going to ask about this King of Pentacles, who or what that is. The seed. So the Pentacles, seed. So you've been nurturing yourself. You've been planting business ideas. You've been out there working. I mean, if you've been working on your potential in order to meet it, the possibilities, you've been seeing them. I love how these two are, look, the sun. The King of Pentacles is like worshiping the sun, right? So if you get out and you kind of do this to the sun, it's like, it's a way to honor. It's also a way to welcome in, right? And then we have the sustainer. So it's like it's like holding something, molding it, and then also it's like taking the sun and then showering yourself with it, right? Energetically, right? But it's nurturing yourself with all the feminine energy here too. Like you could have been mothering yourself, like if you were orphaned or felt like you were orphaned. You know what's crazy? That actually resonates with me. I never thought of that, but for some reason it is coming in. Like, let's say, if you had like absent fathers, parents, then for some reason it's like it could have been like very subconscious things that like you never learned, that now you had to learn, right? You had to push through that threshold or something. So let's talk about this King of Wands. What about this King of Wands? Evolution, transformation, reinventing, new beginnings. So the King of Wands is someone who is a leader, is a firecracker. I want to say a firecracker because it's about the fire. It's about the spark. It's about the fashion. I mean, fashion. Okay, interesting. I was going to say passion, but interesting. So some of you could be interested in fashion, could love fashion, transformation, evolution, looking pretty, beauty. So for some of you, it could be fashion. And another funny thing about that, I actually took everything off from my mannequin back there. It was, like for some reason I was like, okay, I need to like clear this out because I haven't done anything with fashion. But interesting enough, it's coming through. Okay. So weird. So reinventing yourself, playing with fashion, playing with your outfits, with who you want to be, who you want to become. And I sorted everything. Please visit my 18 Crow Tarot channel, because that one, the last two readings, I didn't upload today. Yeah, I'll probably upload one later. But the last two readings were about this type of transformation too. So we literally talked about it. Let me see. Like it was like I made like a little note on like how to ascend into this new person, right? Working on the internal to match the external, but sometimes if you could also work on the external to help your internal world. So let's talk about this emperor. About this emperor. Cooperation, teamwork, listening, win-win. Okay, so an exam at the bottom again. So you have officially passed. You have been working so diligently on your evolution, on who you are, figuring it out and realizing the things that were keeping you stuck and the things that were meant to be like let go of, right? Like you had to learn how to listen to spirit, how to cooperate with the nudges, your high priestess energy, like your priestess, the tears, the emotions. Like it feels like from the past, and it feels like that's given such a confidence to your new mask, the mask that was underneath, right? The truth, like you're no longer hiding from it, which is really beautiful. So let me see what comes out. So what are the challenge for this week ahead? What's the challenge for this week ahead? We got the 5 of Wands, so conflict. Why? A heartbreak or disappointment, betrayal. 3 of Swords. Why? The 6 of Swords, being seen, what about the 6 of Swords? I mean the 6 of Wands. What about the 6 of Wands? Perhaps your success is making someone else bitter. 7 of Cups. Confusion. Too many choices, or what? Why? Yeah, it's confusion. Ooh. Queen of Wands, the Empress, 5 of Swords. What's with this energy? So, hold on. Let's find out real quick. So let's see. So what is going on this week ahead in regards to the collective of the self? Queen of Pentacles. You're supporting yourself. You're being more clear, more intentional about all the choices that you've had. All the choices that you've had. Let me ask more, just because I want to go 2 ways. I'll just say them and then we'll clarify together. Okay. So I want to say it's almost like the past betrayals you've successfully passed, because clearly you're getting your wings. Clearly you're meeting your potential, right? But then the 7 of Cups is giving me like illusions coming in that it might give you like a little bit of hesitation, but it feels like a Queen of Pentacles. Oh, like you've been working, you've been patient, you've been supported, or you've been patient in wanting support or in getting support. We got the 10 of Cups, so it could be like a happiness, like what makes you happy, deciding, the 2 of Pentacles, deciding on what makes you happy. Queen of Wands. Wow. So the King. I'm sorry, what? It's like the Queen of Wands is here, the King of Wands. The Queen of Pentacles is here, and the King of Pentacles. So for you, you're almost like grounding in all that passion, all that fire into money, or transmuting it, because both the King or the Queen of Wands, it's like very witchy. It's manifestors. Okay. Or it could be a connection, because we have the Lovers at the bottom. So it's either balancing yourself out completely in the most beautiful way, the Truth, Ace of Swords, right? So it is that. Your emotions, balancing out your emotions, allowing your emotions to flow. We have the Tear here, using that magic, or you've used the magic like that. I was going to say, or in regards to a connection, but I don't think so. 9 and 8 of Swords. I don't think so. Okay. So it is about you. It is about aligning so perfectly with yourself that now you're being called to plan, to expand, to hold on to what you've been working on. What do you got in your mind? What is the vision that you have, and how can you go for it? Oh my God, today's the 24, and look, 24, 2-4. Vision, and keep building on it. Not letting the material side take over, but in a way, allowing it to expand you, allowing it to keep building, to keep being focused on this. My voice is going, so the throat chakra could be highly important to speak your truth, to express your truth. What is the obstacle this week? What are the obstacles? I already asked that. I think it was 5 Pentacles. The truth. Okay, so it could be the truth. It could be illuminating yourself. The mask, on lifting it. Perhaps to your family, standing up to your family. You know, with the 9 of Wands, standing up to your family. The 7 of Cups is avoiding the confusion. If you have too many options, it's like making a choice. It's like, what choice is actually for me, and not because other people are thinking this for me. So it's like the acceptance of excuse me, the acceptance of yourself, the acceptance of your happiness, your desire, like what's underneath all of the masks that were projected onto us, right? Knight of Wands, and being diligent with it, taking action towards it. I have some cards here. Let me see if I can. Oh, here we go. Okay, let's see. Which limiting beliefs can you let go of this week? Perhaps patience. The 7 of Pentacles, perhaps like being impatient. And the Devil. Some attachments, like what? 6 of Cups, to the past. Nostalgia. What else could be some limiting beliefs? Perhaps how you think about yourself, or a feminine energy. Because you could be a guy, you could be a girl. But there's certain things about perhaps being a witch, right? Or being witchy. Your past may make you feel like this is not right, or I don't believe in this, I don't have magic, I'm a piece of blank. But I feel like you wouldn't be here if you were thinking like that. So it is something that perhaps in your youth it was said about you. So it's not that you think like that, but it's perhaps just a little bit still lingering in your consciousness, and it's just like it's keeping you a little bit tethered to, some attachments. Perhaps how you, or perhaps you're going to be tempted. That could be it too. A past connection could be tempting you. A very fiery connection could be tempting you. Why? Let's see why. The lustful side, because of the Queen of Wands, but it could also be a fear of allowing yourself to glow up, to take up space, to be beautiful, to show off, your fiery side because of other judgments. 5 of Pentacles, the Wheel, and 8 of Pentacles. So you're leaving the concept of lack. You're letting go of that. You're renewing yourself, your beliefs. So you're letting go this week, or you're being called to rewire your brain about money, about the past, about what you learned. 7 of Pentacles is like the patience, the income, like the type of work that you do and how you gain money as well. Perhaps you're being called to step up and make a new career. Be your own CEO. How can you make money? How can you work in a business? What's the type of business you wanna bring forth to the world? 10 of Cups. You're very supported right now. Your happiness is what's gonna support you. So whatever makes you happy, it feels like you're gonna accept it finally. You're gonna be like, okay, this makes me happy, and I'm gonna go for it. And I'm gonna stand up to whoever. I'm also gonna protect myself from whoever wants to come in between my dreams and I. Right? Or what? Temperance. Remember to stay balanced. Ooh. And trust your intuition. The High Priestess coming up again. Okay, so this is what's happening. The worst is over. Right? So this is confirmation for someone out there. The worst is over. This is what's happening for the self for this week ahead. Let's go ahead and jump into career. Okay. And let's see, actually. Oh. Yeah, 5 of Cups. It's like, don't think about the past too much. Just like if you catch yourself thinking about the past, move on. Like switch it up. Do something different. Do your hair. Do your nails. Make exercise. Make a meal. Bake. Read a book. I don't know. Something different. Interrupt the pattern. That's the key though. Interrupt the old pattern of lack. And then do something that's going to be productive and with the intention to build on it, right? Let's see what else we have here. This is so funny. This is like mirror moments with Stacy. But this is more like a journaling thing. Where do you stay in alignment? What are your musts? Do you feel loved when you're in pain? That's a good question. What part of my life is asking for change? What can I create during this aimless period? Okay, so this is definitely for the self. Okay, let's ask about for the self. What's the advice? What's the advice for the self? Okay, 1. Heather, self-care guidance. Prioritize self-care in your daily routine. Engage in activities that promote relaxation and well-being. Taking care of yourself is essential for maintaining balance and energy. Absolutely. So also listen to your creativity. We got task creativity guidance. Channel your creative energy into a project or activity. Whether it's writing, drawing, or crafting, allow yourself to express your ideas freely. Creativity will bring you satisfaction and insight. So I'm going to leave this out. That's your advice for this week ahead. Let's see. An affirmation for you. What's the affirmation for this week ahead? Spirit guides. So talk to your spirit guides. 25. 25 is very significant. I keep seeing it today. 225, 205, 25. Like it's so many. I open my heart to my guides and trust in the wisdom they share with me. So it feels like you're opening up the wings, your trust, your love, and spiritual wings, right? So this is your, excuse me, your message for this week ahead. Your energy is beautiful. I'm not going to front. You're evolving into a new self. You've like shaped yourself. You've morphed yourself into meeting that potential. And if not yet, you're doing so this week. You're beginning to see it. All right, let's take this off the table. Hold on. So let's talk about the career now. I'm just going to go ahead and take all of these off. Ancient powers. I love that. Okay. Clean slate. All right, guys. Let's talk about the finances for the week ahead. Let's see. How will the finances be for the week ahead? Career finances for the ascendedempressiii collective. Bless you. Bless you. Ooh. That's my bunny sneezing. What do they say about sneezing? People are talking about you. So it could be a lot of talk, a lot of communication. You could be getting more clientele, more air energy with the Libra here too. So we got Libra, 3rd house, and South Node. So something you've mastered in your South Node. Ooh, that makes me want to do that. Okay. So the third house is about communication, neighbors, relatives, errands, quick trips, learning, intellectual interest, and general mindset. So your general mindset could be shifting. You could be talking. People could be talking about your job, what you do. Things coming into balance as well with Libra. And beautiful things coming into balance as well. Let me see something. For Libra, balance, karmic law, diplomacy, harmonization. So things are harmonizing this week for you at your job. It's also ruled by Venus, which is the love. It's in charge of love. So all things beautiful. South Node. Okay, so the past, karma. I think you might be getting paid out because of the karma that you've built. Right? Familiarity, habits, natural gifts. So, okay, you might also be getting new gifts unlocked. Again, like with the psychic gifts. Security, that makes you feel secure. And there could be also, in a way, releasing things from your past life that were not good for your foundation. Okay, so I'm gonna leave those out. Let's see what comes up with that. What's the theme in finances for this week, if anything comes up here? Endurance. Getting paid out for enduring something. Well, alrighty. So what's in the energy at this moment in regards to career? Knave of Wands. Perhaps making the plans. Ace of Chalices. Realizing what you love. Feeling the spark. When perhaps you're enamored. How can you use it? Especially with Libra here too, with the beauty, the love. Okay. Let's see what's coming this week. The Magician and the Empress. Oh boy. The Hangman. Six of Cups and the Knave of Chalices. Let me see something real quick. Well, this is work. This is, guys, spirit guys, this is work. Why is love coming up like that? Hold on. So perhaps you're going to get an invitation to do something that you really love, to do. Yeah. A confession, a meditation. Perhaps you're also admitting to yourself what you love to do. After the delays, the Six of Cups, again, it's something with the self, right? Remember we had the Six of Cups, is like the nostalgia. So you're coming to a realization about a past connection. Nine of Cups, like what makes you happy. Perhaps a part of yourself that you've locked away, your gifts. Like I think these gifts are going to enlighten you into seeing what makes you happy. Eight of Cups. Why Eight of Cups? Queen of Swords and the Lovers. So it's almost like having boundaries. You left something behind. You put up boundaries and you harmonize yourself by doing this. It was a very tough decision, but it was almost like it's better to be decisive than to be juggled or to be juggling. Queen of Chalices for your heart. It's almost like it was out of healing yourself. Again, with that feminine energy. So let's ask about this. Let's ask about this Knave of Wands and the Ace of Chalices. This message of love. What is that? But this is for career, guys. This is insane. It has to be super aligned, maybe. Okay, this is work. Eight of Pentacles. What about it? The Strength. So you're being supported right now to follow what you love, to work on what you love, to keep doing what you love. Perhaps like you're meant to tap into the love frequency a little bit more. Share the love with others. How about the Magician? How about the Empress? The Magician is, oh, and the Magician comes out for the Empress and the Two of Pentacles. The Magician and Two of Pentacles. So it's so funny because, okay, it's not that funny. But let's say for the Empress, for the Magician, we had the King of Cups reverse and the Page of Wands, which is almost like someone immature, someone manipulative, trying to, perhaps you worked, or this was a part of yourself, right? Like a part of you who was immature and controlling. So now it's almost like making the decision or being controlled, right? Like allowing yourself to be controlled. I feel like that's what it's given. And it's like a part of you that wasn't stable enough in your emotions that allowed it. It was like, okay, whatever they say, right? So you're like, you didn't claim that energy, or perhaps when you were overly emotional, you would become manipulative. So now with the Empress energy, balancing out the nurturing side, the balancing out yourself, right? The Magician comes up, but upright, with the Two of Pentacles, which is almost like being very decisive and intentional on what you're building, on the career that you're building, on what you're going to be investing your time in. Oops. Right? So now let's keep going with the Hangman. What about this Hangman? What about this Hangman? A lot wants to come out, but nothing. Okay, this Hangman is the Emperor, the Star, and the Ten of Swords. Four of Swords at the bottom. Now I'm going to ask for a different deck and see what comes up. What about this Hangman? Because the Hangman energy has been coming up in the last readings, and I don't like it. Like, it's like, I don't mind it, but it's like a lot of delays. So, like, what's going on? Like, what's really going on, right? So this Hangman... Okay. Yeah, okay, that's better. That's way better. Listen. Listen, that's sweet. Okay. I'm going to do it one more time with another deck, just because I want to be extra sure. Okay, guys? Give me 1 second. Obviously, I go through everything, so what about this Hangman? What are the challenges? What is, the delays? What's going on? Oh, what's this one? Ooh. Ah. Why? Oh, okay. What's this? Wow. Okay. So for a lot of you, wow, interesting. I love it. Okay. So you've been listening to spirit. You've been actually very obedient. You've been disciplined with where it guides you. So for the first layer, we had I was gonna say the Hunger Games or the Hangover for some reason. So it's almost like sometimes you put yourself out, or you what delays you is like the mentality of lack. Like I don't have enough I don't have enough resources, or so the negative mindset in regards to oh wow, 5 and 5. So in regards to your emotions and in regards to what you have. So like if this is and then what you could do about it gets delayed. It gets tampered with, right? So it feels like this time around you're having epiphanies about it. You're noticing the past. You're noticing the past patterns and how this has been something that you continuously do. What was the name of chalices? So what it's kind of saying afterwards, it was saying the Son of Swords, so it's being very impulsive in a good way, where it's just like you're just determined. You're also very open to learning. The Nine of Pentacles, you're very determined on what you're building, and you understand that there's a karmic law that's happening right now. So you understand that you will be getting paid, and what you put out there, you're gonna be getting in return. So especially with the Libra here. So you've been praying. You've been like finding and asking for clarity, asking for that purity of that, like the spark to come back, right? And then we have the Daughter of Wands, which is ideally the spark itself. It's the innovation. Ugh. The Son of Cups is taking action with your emotions, and the Chariot, it's like being action oriented with the spark in your emotions. Again, it's coming full circle. Like what you work on yourself, it's actually being applied in your career. We got the Lovers and the Death. So it's almost like healing your heart, healing how you love yourself, or harmonizing it, transforming it. It was actually helping you, because if you're a CEO, then this is for you. This is more for you too. Yeah, like if you've been praying for something, it feels like it's coming in. It is here now as we speak. It's coming in this week. Then the next layer, we had a couple things. It was a shift in perspective, in how in a workload. So perhaps you want to work less, right? It's a shift in who gets to carry this baggage. So the Hangman, if you were feeling restricted before, the King of Wands was in the challenge position. So it's almost like not being able to take action, not being able to lead, not having the passion, not having the drive. For some of you, it was coming from like a mental, like it keeps you restrained in this mental anxious mindset. Like it keep, like you saw the pause. It was like it keeps you confused. It keeps you inactive, overthinking things so much, and all of that just stays locked in, right? So your ancestors have been helping you balance out in order for you to like get to a better place, either mentally or physically as well. So this is a confirmation for you if you have been. For some of you, if someone was sending you just worries, or just overwhelming you, sending you negativity, it feels like it's being returned. It's not working. Your guides are with you, protecting your happiness. Because the more you have fun too, the better you rise, the more you rise. And over here we had the Five of Swords and your emotions. So it feels like some of you could be scared to open up again because of past things, like you overthink it. So what's happening here is that keep working, or the advice here is that the Eight of Pentacles and the Chariot is keep working on your craft, keep working, or start doing it. But it feels like some of you have already started. So keep working on your craft. Allow yourself to be expressing those emotions. The Nine of Pentacles is going to be very fruitful for you. You're going to be very independent. You're not going to need someone. So if before you felt restrained because you needed someone with the Six of Cups, like you wanted someone, it feels like you're going to be very well supported by the universe. And you're going to be sitting in this Empress energy. Your own business, your own career. And the Nine of Pentacles, very rich as well. Independent. The Three of Pentacles, because you've been working, but you had to start at some point, right? So we do have the Three of Cups, and the Nine of Cups is your happiness, is being celebrated. Celebrating the change, the star, like taking up space, like the belief, right? Allowing yourself to be the start of the show, and letting go of the rest, like taking over your own life, but not in a narcissistic way, because obviously the Emperor could be narcissistic, but it's almost like prioritizing the self, prioritizing your healing, and letting go of the past connections or the past nostalgia, like just something that it felt like it was wounding your heart instead of helping you, or that mindset that was wounding you instead of helping you. So it feels like that's a lot of rewiring that needed to happen. So let's see about this Knave of Chalices. Where is my thing? Oh, there it is. How about this Knave of Chalices? How about the Six of Cups? If there's any more. Okay. I'm gonna read this just in case. Okay. So for career, we have taken the loss wherever it was, right? And going for a new beginning. Just just accepting it for what it is. Being a little bit more strategic about how you go about your happiness. The Knight of Wands is taking action in order to improve this Five of Swords energy as well, in the confusion or the projections that are hidden, that are unseen, but you know about. If you're dealing with, this goes for the people who are dealing with projections from hate or jealousy or envy, right? So it feels like you're learning how to sort out and how to move through it with the Chariot at the bottom, how to also put boundaries, energetic, and also be sovereign in what you say and how you go about it in your business. And that's going to be helping you a lot. We have the Four of Pentacles and the Two of Swords. Hold on. Confession, study, and meditation. So you could be a little bit more studious this week. You might just really be trying to find a way, trying to find like an alternative way to build your money, because we have Four of Pentacles and Four of Pentacles. So it's definitely about the income, definitely about what you're holding on to, being more studious about like why is it, and the Two of Swords, becoming clear about it, taking the blindfold off. Why am I holding on to this so strongly? And perhaps letting it go. Hopefully letting it go, right? Ace of Wands, taking action and letting it go too, because it's a choice, taking action. And as you let something go, as you realize what you don't want, it kind of helps you decide on what you do want. And with that, just kidding. Let's do a law of attraction affirmation. And with that, we'll jump into the love part of this reading. Let's see. So we have, I attract the essence of my thoughts. Again, it's a lot of the thought patterns that are being healed right now. Yellow. So it says the law of attraction and its magnetic power reaches out into the universe and attracts other thoughts that are vibrationally like it. and brings that to you. And so you are getting the essence of what you're thinking about, whether it is something you want or something you do not want. So if you keep having experiences at jobs that are very repetitive, then it just means you need to think about things differently, or you need to stop thinking about it in that way, you know? Let's see if there's any other challenges, any warnings. Dominance and freedom. It feels like you're going to liberate yourself this week. Or you're going to take charge with the Emperor too. It's like dominance. You're going to be like, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do it well. So let's see for this week ahead. Risk. You might take a risk. You might be mischief, which fell on my lap, and curiosity. So you might just take a risk about something you were curious about, and gifts, and get rewarded too. It's like one of those gifts that you can't pass, a sacred space, and luck. So luck is on your side. This mischief, distractions, keeping you from working, from what you got going on. It feels like you're not gonna listen much to it though. Okay, let's jump into the love reading. Let's see what we have here. What's the energy for the love portion of this reading for the week ahead? Ooh. Okay. Expansion. Hold on. Let's do 3 and 3. Expansion in communication and in the 8th house. Emergence, sex, intimacy, shared finances, inheritances, assets, properties, partners, resources, goals. Okay. So if this is for single people, what does that mean? And then we also have the 10th house, which is career, long-term goals, structure, reputation. So for some of you, you're not so much looking for love, and it shows. So we'll have 2 aspects of it here. A transformation in your career, though. That's for sure. Because we also got Virgo. Jupiter rules Sagittarius, so there's an expansion, definitely expansion in love and sex. Then we have, oh shoot, it's Neptune, dreaming. So dreaming about career, daydreaming about career, long-term, masculinity, fame. So you could be, and what's that one? I feel like being very disciplined too, organizing it too. Oh, interesting. Gemini. So we have Gemini here and we have Virgo, and they're both ruled by Mercury, which is communication. I love that. Let me see something. Communicating it to who? All right, actually, let me shuffle this real quick. Let me take out Jupiter. Let's see what else comes up. Fire, being grounded. Wow, it feels like you're embodying all the natures though. Like, okay, we got Gemini. So we have mental expansion, self-development, enjoyments. You could be enjoying yourself a little bit more if you go out on dates. You're very balanced though. You're spiritually balanced, emotionally balanced, physically balanced. Like you're grounded as hell. Like your mind is on higher education. Like you're trying to grow. And you're not letting anything really like say otherwise. You've integrated the self-realization, discernment, analysis, ritual service. Wow. Let's see. What else is here? Saturn. I'm looking for Neptune. That's like the dreaming. It's like you're visualizing it, you're seeing it, and then you're acting on it. Your senses are expanding. your work, your health. Wow, it's just like, it's beyond beautiful. So Neptune, divine love. Ooh. This is what we're here for. This is what we're here for. Okay. I'm going to pick one of these to see. Oh, what was that one? Hard work. Okay. So you've put in a lot of hard work on yourself, and it feels like you're continuing to still do. Like, I think you're someone oriented in self-development, which is my type of people. I'm serious. Okay. So unconditional love, spirituality, illusion, beyond the self, vision, imagination, creativity, secrets, inspiration, disappointments, disillusion, fantasy, divine union. Ooh. Okay. So let's see. What about that? In love for this week. We're at 56, 56. Oh, 55, 56. Okay. Close enough. Okay. What's for the week ahead? For the collective. Where are they being? In regards to love. What are they being guided? Ooh, interesting. So some of you are closing your circle. We got 35. So we have 25, 35. It says pure intent, closed doors, and timing and experience. So you might be someone who's very diligent about who you're going to be sharing life with, your body with. And those are sacred doors. It feels like that Queen of Swords is coming into this part of the reading. So let's see where you're at this moment. How do you feel? Four of Pentacles. So holding on to something, to oppress, betrayal. No. Nine of Swords. Anxiety. King of Wands, over the King of Wands. And okay, this energy needs to chill. Who is this King of Wands? Oh. Okay, hold on. What's happening? Two of Pentacles, Five of Chalices, and Temperance. So balancing out 25. Wow, 25 is coming up again. And the 10 of, it's like a family thing. Illusions. So what's going on with this illusion? The wheel. Four of Wands. Ooh, 9, 9, 10. I mean, 9 of Pentacles and 9 of Cups. And then we got the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Pentacles. So some of you have been through an experience that catapulted you into a spiritual awakening or an initiation where you had to learn, become a little bit more practical with your mind, not be so dreamy when it comes to Neptune. And yeah, so you had to really analyze yourself, the mirroring aspect of it. So what's going on with this chunk over here? The Maiden. You had to really be gentle with yourself, forgive yourself, mother yourself. How about with this Ace of Pentacles? The Kiss. Excuse me. Something tangible. It's like an offering. It's something is coming in for you. How about this? Two of... I think you're healing. Oh, it ignited the Warrior and the Womb. It ignited your warrior spirit, your creative spirit, because we have a lot of feminine here. a lot, like the maiden, the warrior, the womb, the kiss. Okay, so about all these 9/9s, like it feels like you're learning how to be happy, single, aligning yourself, aligning yourself with stability, from this, perhaps breaking out of the illusion. What's with this? It was a father wound that you had to kind of like move away from. It was a father wound that was reflecting back at you. And that was almost like the riddle. We have the riddle, we have the flame. So it could have been a twin flame. It could have been a riddle. You could have been thinking this was a twin flame. And you wanted it to be the one, but it was a dead end situation. Like there was no outcome. It left you out in a desert. Like you just like made you go within. And that's where you kind of had to find yourself. The mountain, yeah. You kind of had to like really go within. And that's where you found yourself with the world. Oh, with the wheel. It's like it was just divine. It was destined to happen. It was divinely orchestrated. I'm getting a little bit of chills. 101 on the clock. So I think this is coming up because you've healed it, or it's coming up to the surface for it to be like let go. You could still be holding on to it. What's the advice for this? Adaptability. You had to adapt yourself to the new idea, to perhaps the way you thought about this connection from the past, and now seeing it for what it is. Sobek's adaptability guidance. Be flexible in your approach to challenges. Adapt to changing circumstances with ease and find alternative solutions. Embrace spontaneity and let go of the rigid plans. Let's see. Oh. So how is your heart at this moment with this situation? Like, where are you at? Where are you at? Pain, afraid, caution. You could be you could be a little bit more afraid of giving a second chance, or making amends, or welcoming in a new experience that could be painful for you. Oh, excuse me. Silence, no words, and stone wall. We did have the stone earlier. That's for the self. It's like the cultivation. It takes a lot in order for someone who's a stone to have a little bit of a heart, and two, once you go frozen, it's really hard to let out the tears. Sometimes the castle, what you hold on so tightly, keeps you from the beautiful things outside the castle. And we see that in Disney movies. And for some reason, that's a little emotional. And we see that like when you have the riches, when you have money, family, that it keeps you contained in a castle. And I don't know if you've noticed, this is like it's a sand castle. It's new. I got it at a thrift shop, and I just love it. I love that. I have like a little bit of like my pearls here. I love the sea. So let's see what else comes up. This is like a little emotion. This is like deep. This is a deep shadow part. This is deep stuff. Stress, turbulence, tension, arguments. So there's silence because the stress about wanting arguments, but then there's also longing, craving, aching, forbidden, sexual energy, or non-committal. So you could want something so much, but you don't want the pain again. And if this is a past connection, it's like there's a lot of tension there. There's a lot of tension. There's memories, reminiscent, dwelling, or bittersweet. But it feels like you're seeing the clarity, the truth, the intentions. Like you want something honest. Oh, how does the other person feel? Withdrawn, they feel single, lonely, solitary. When they think of the memories, fantasy, that's that Neptune. Daydreaming, fantasizing, imagining. We got pride, ego, arrogance, stubborn, resistant, secret admirer, suppressing, and timid. They could be resisting you. I'm feeling like my heart. I'm just gonna stop. It could make you drain, or they could make themselves drain over this connection. Realizations, epiphanies, understandings, and awakenings. What's the advice for this week when it comes to this? Knight of Chalices. It's like, wear your heart on your sleeve. What do you feel? Six of Swords, like move to smoother waters as well. And there's the Ace of Truths. Ace of Swords, which is like speaking truth. That epiphany, that realization, it's like taking it for what it is. The Queen of Wands. Your passion. Fighting off temptation, I'm hearing. Queen of Pentacles. It's moving away from this Queen of Wands energy into the Queen of Pentacles energy, from being fiery and, like sexual and craving and aching, into more of a stable, like, I'm gonna be a wifey, and this is what I'm gonna be behaving like. The Tower. It's a big realization. It's a big change for someone or for you. Ooh, it's a big shift. Eight of Wands, which is almost like if it was like something thrown at you, like let's say if it was a love spell, it's jumping away, it's bouncing off of you, because you've been holding on to that. Like you've been closed off to any new people. Like you have pure intentions. You have pure intentions that, like, you're actually waiting for the right time, and your experiences are leading you to that. So it feels like you're trusting the experiences of people, what they're showing you, more than the lust. Wow, that's true. Judgment. That's the transformation that's happening. That's the transformation. That's the Tower, the judgment, the justice. For this past connection, they're fucked, but you're the Empress now. Magician. You're in control of your destiny. Ooh. And you're actually manifesting. Oh my God. Guys. You're actually manifesting a King of Pentacles. We had the Queen of Pentacles. You're evolving into this wifey material, right? And you're manifesting someone to come in. You're attracting it with the Empress. That's what it is. You're being receptive now. You're not going to be chasing. You're sitting pretty. You're not going to be chasing, like, That is so beautiful. Let's see what comes up with this one. That's the healing that you've done. That's the healing that you've undergone. If this is the new person, let's see what they're going to be like, how they're going to come in, or like, what about this new person, this King of Pentacles? The Emperor at the bottom with the Empress at the top. Ooh, they're praying. They're really praying out here. They're praying for like a happiness. They have to kind of do all this, like, they're doing a lot behind the scenes. How can we tell? Let's see. Ooh, it's a lot of energy now. That's insane. Okay, so what's going on behind the scenes with the other person? New or old? They're hiding, they're misleading, they're concealing. So they're hiding their intentions, but their heart is in the Ten of Cups. and Four of Swords. They're praying about a happiness. Why are they hiding it? Why are they hiding it? Perhaps to avoid the Tower, upheaval, disaster. Why? Innocence, holiness, virtue, humility, purity. Perhaps because you're very pure. Detox, overlook, focus. Oh, they need to purify themselves. I'm hearing too. Purity, purify, purity and purify. They need to clean up, sweep clean, organize, empty out. It's like the Eminem song, like cleaning out the closet. So they're hiding their intentions. Are they? Redemption. But they are hoping for a miracle. Okay. Love, appreciation, fondness, respect, and trust. They're hoping they can have this, you know. Or you're hoping you can have this. And that's why you're cleaning up your act. That's why you're stepping into a more supportive aspect of yourself. You're supporting yourself in order to attract someone very supportive. This Emperor, King of Pentacles. And you got the Empress, Queen of Pentacles. Like, come on. So you're giving up the old patterns, embracing the new plans, which is the plans is like, it's up to you, right? But it's coming in harmony in order to put in peace forward. So what's going to be the outcome? Like a letter, text message, or an invitation. You could be, and it's 111. That's the Empress energy. So you could be getting axed out. Create, radiate joy, a show. Again, we have seek, guidance, help, and miracle, and Father. For some reason, that tells me God. It's like Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. So you could be very connected to God. You could be asking, praying for it. Ooh, wow, I'm feeling a lot of emotion again. Okay. So what's your outcome? Queen of Swords. You're still going to have boundaries on, though. You're still going to be on that. Boundaries over any conflict, because we have the five of things. And we got the Emperor coming out. Why the Emperor, though? The Hierophant. Okay, that's a connection. It is good. It's a new beginning. It's a connection. It could be a potential marriage, but it's a really good connection. It's hidden, the moon. Ooh. Okay, let's ask with the new deck. Oh, this one. Yes, the tiny new deck. What will come out of this connection, right? What's going to come out of this connection? I'm sorry, that was such a weird face. Oh, wow, now I'm giddy. Ooh. Okay. Let's see. So it's going to come out of this new connection. Why? The sun. The world. What in the world? So we had the devil. Hold on, let me see real quick. Oh. So what's going to come out of this is that it's going to reach your inner fire. The devil again. I cannot. Excuse me? What? Why? Like, it's a good thing? It's a bad thing? Because we have the queen. Okay, so we have the sun at the bottom, which is like not giving up, reaching for your inner fire, leaving the worries behind, not giving up, The path is going to be clear for this love and emotions, to like this passion. What do you mean? Chariot, to take action on it. Oh man, I'm surprised no one is here right now. 10 of Wands. Leave the burden, and there's a castle there too. It's a little castle there. And red, it's like the rooted. The 2 of Cups to balance it out. For a balanced connection. For that new beginning and balanced connection. Oh my gosh. So it feels like this is what's happening this week for love. 6 of Wands is going to be a celebration. It's going to be, you know, you're going to be seeing the balance, the star. It's going to be healed. The Hierophant. Yeah. Yeah. This is happening. This is happening. So I hope this makes you happy. I hope this gives you confidence that your everything that you've done has been for a reason, you know, for a really good reason. Let's see, anything else comes up for you. Wow, the Wheel of Fortune and the Fool. Again, a faded new beginning. And the Ace of Coins at the top. I mean at the bottom. It's a faded new beginning that is just like, that you've prayed for, you've wished for. You've also been very patient. You've been working towards. So this is your reading for the week ahead. Let me say simplicity. Right now, just focus on the simple things in life. Pura vida. Also, I'll invite you to my shop, PURAVIDAMYSTIKA. The link is in the description. You'll get a discount if you use the code below. And you can, I don't know how much you get off, like 20% off. You can get the Evil Eye bracelet. You can get dream catchers, the love catchers. Make your own. If you don't see what you like, you can like kind of ask me what colors you want for the dream catcher. And I do that. I do custom everything. If you want personal readings, the email is below as well. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. I really did. I don't know what else to say. Do we say for the love yet? What was the guidance? Let's see for love what comes out for this outcome. Ooh. Hold on. Definitely stay inspired, stay happy. Closure. Okay, so for some of you, this could be a closure or insight. There's going to be insight, closure, guidance. Hold on. Let me also actually, I should have closed it, but let me see. Focus on being playful too. Okay, so what's the upheaval, insight, and survival? Yeah, it's like when you realize something, balance and freedom. It's like when you realize something and then you're just like, fudge, there's gonna be a lot of mess with this. But what you want is what you want. Self-interest is putting yourself first. That's that Emperor mindset too. And not in a bad way. It's like that's what's happening. Let's see what comes up with this one for the love aspect of it. Playfulness. Wow, there's a lot of playfulness. I think this connection is going to be very playful to you. I feel like that's how you'll know. Trust. Crystal Cave, trust. It feels like right now you're being asked to trust the connections, to trust yourself, to trust your guys that they're not. And also, wise woman of the grove of grace. And go through it with grace, whatever you're going through. Healing. Okay, you've healed gracefully, or you're being asked to like heal those wounds that like perhaps from the past, like if you didn't get a closure from someone in the past, like giving it to yourself. Or let's see what it actually says. Anubis' closure guidance. Seek closure on unresolved issues. Address any lingering problem or unfinished business. Taking action to resolve these matters will bring you peace and clarity. Then we also have Horus's insight guidance, which we had the insight in the oracle. It says, trust your intuition when making decisions. Pay attention to your gut feelings and inner guidance. Reflect on your instincts and let them guide you towards the right path. And then we have Todd's innovations guidance. Embrace innovative approaches in your tasks. Think creatively and explore new solutions to problems. Allow yourself to experiment and break away from those traditional methods. Okay, so this is your reading. I feel like you're going to be rejoicing in nature, in the sun, taking in the sun, and making the right decisions. Let's see one last one from here. The prayer. It feels like pray and your prayers have been answered and they're coming in. Okay, so that's a confirmation for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please subscribe. Please leave a comment. Please let me know how this makes you feel. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Bye.